a close family member of mine was diagnosed with autism, same age as my eldest daughter as well. And so we've had to see the struggles on a daily basis sometimes of the challenges and struggles they've had to endure just to get their child a basic education.
Welcome to Mount Pleasant, home of the Mount Henry Bridge, which is sort of cycling central for many of us weekend warriors. So rides kick off here or go past this iconic location on a daily basis. And today we meet a man who has turned cycling into a way of bringing his mates together, getting fit and doing good for fellow Western Australians. Meet Nathan Dunlop, founder of the Mates Ride. I hope in today's episode you get inspired and maybe start something like what Nathan has done with his mates. Hope you guys enjoy this.
Hi, my name's Nathan Dunlop. I'm a boring old accountant that is a bit of a weekend bandit. What got me into cycling was basically I used to play football and finished off doing that, and to basically try and keep fit. It was cycling, and a lot of my mates were into cycling as well. So we have a bit of a weekend bandit group that rides on a Saturday, meet at the raffles and ride around the river doing the normal Perth river loop. And I guess it's basically more just to get to that cafe and talk a bit of rubbish with each other for half an hour. All of us have got young families as well, so I got a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old, two little girls that definitely keep me on my toes. So yeah, very, very much little girls and little princesses, and I guess also as well of trying to keep fit so I can run after them and do as much things as possible with them. And being able to get out on the bike, get a bit of fitness, and then talk a bit of rubbish with your mates for a little bit, and then get back to family life. So you've still got that full weekend with the family, and spending time with them has been key. Got a BMC Time Machine Road. Bought it 5 years ago. Although I'm a weekend bandit, I still like to go probably as fast as we possibly can down Mounts Bay and whatnot. So I like the aero bikes. Just an Ultegra Di2 setup, and some deep dish wheels. Lets me go as fast as I can. Probably could buy a small car for how much it is. I would hate to think what it costs now. Pre-COVID I bought mine, so it wasn't too bad. So the Mates Ride is a charity bike ride that I founded and organised. We've done one before. This is our second time doing it. It's myself and 18 very ordinary blokes trying to just do something a little bit out of the ordinary to try and help others that are in need. So Mates Ride is basically trying to bring attention and money to the smaller charities that don't have the commercial reach. There's lots of big rides like Macca and Hawaiian Ride for Youth, which are great, but there's thousands of people doing it. We're very small. It is, as the Mates Ride suggests, it's just my mates, and we're trying to be a small thing that provides a bigger picture or a bigger awareness for those smaller charities. So the first time we did the Mates Ride was for prostate cancer. Unfortunately, my father-in-law got diagnosed with that. And this time round it's for Faces. So they're a very small Perth-based charity trying to establish a autism school here in Perth. Yeah, so Faces has all come about because a close family member of mine was diagnosed with autism, same age as my eldest daughter as well. And so we've had to see the struggles on a daily basis sometimes of the challenges and struggles they've had to endure just to get their child a basic education. So much so that they had 2.5 terms just about where they weren't able to send their child to school. So it's been quite disappointing to see what resources the WA Education Department have in terms of autism. And Perth is the only capital in Australia that doesn't have an autism specific school for primary age kids. So it's, you know, as a state that's so rich and resourceful with all mining activities, we don't have some basic education for a diagnosis which is the fastest growing diagnosis in Australia as well. 45% of kids that have autism have said they've had struggles, they've had limitations, and we've seen it firsthand. So FACES can be such an opportunity for so many kids, so many people in Australia. 1 in 100 people in Australia have some form of autism. 1/3 of NDIS participants are diagnosed with autism. So it's such a huge opportunity to provide these kids with the best education they can that every other child deserves. Yes, our funding goal is $50,000, which we're very close to at the moment, and we'll hopefully surpass that very shortly. 100% of the funds raised goes directly to FACES, so we don't take anything. There's nothing that we take a clip off. Everything goes to FACES for their good work. If you want to donate, you can donate at our website www.thematesride.com.au. For anyone that donates and follows one of our social media pages, there's also Silverstream wine packs as a prize for that as well. Please help us out. It's a great cause. There's so many autistic kids that need help in their primary education. So please help and donate and raise as much money and awareness as possible. So the route first day is from South Perth to Bunbury, so quite flat, along Bustle Highway. Not the greatest of rides, but you sort of got to get there. The second day is from Bunbury halfway to Augusta and then back to Margaret River. That's the more picturesque and really nice ride, I guess. It's quite hilly. We've got about 60 k's of undulating hills right at the end. And so that's where I think the boys are going to be hurting. There might be a couple of hands on the back pushing them up the hills like last time, so we'll see how we go. So I think the boys just need to keep pedalling, getting as many Ks as possible in the next 2 weeks to get that fitness as high as possible, to stop a couple of the boys having to put their hand on their back to push them up those hills. Because it is going to be tough, but I'm sure they can all do it. It's going to be a great weekend away, and we're looking forward to it. Yeah, so thanks to the Velographer for putting us out there. It's been fantastic. If you feel that you're in that position to donate, please do so. The link's below, and you know the money is going to a great cause.